flash up the last five, Rossi, and let's get stuck into that, because aside from those three games I've mentioned, they're a bit of a murderer's row before the run-in. I look at the last few games, and I think, if as bookies and probably everyone expects, sitting here 2 months before the season, Town are fighting to stay up, that running could be worse, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could be. It could be, yeah. Man City, Liverpool.
Yeah.
And all those big ones. Newcastle will be a good test, at Stamford Bridge, at St James's Park. That will be, I think that's the one. And then obviously Goodison Park last time, they'll be having that. Obviously Stuart Watson derby, can't wait. Hopefully he's not booked anything for that weekend. But yeah, then Brentford at home, then Leicester away, the final away game of the season, and West Ham at home. It's always good to end the season. Once again, we don't know where these teams will be. Like, will they be relegation battles? Will it just be just sort of dead rubbers? My famous word back in the day. But no, I wouldn't say it's an easy run-in, but it's probably kinder than what it could be. But yeah, there's no easy game in the Premier League. So we'll find out how we are. We'll see if they've still got managers, which players are doing what. So yeah, big games, but yeah, I just can't wait for Goodison Park just for Stu. That'll be it. We'll do a whole documentary on that, from him waking up to arriving and all that. So yeah, stay tuned, that show.
In his Everton bed, his little Everton bedspread. We'll see if we can get him to cry again. Right. So the last five, just for purposes of crossing your eyes, dotting the T's, and that kind of stuff. Newcastle away, Everton away, Brentford at home, Leicester away, West Ham at home. AJ, what do you make of that? Because, as I say, clearly the asterisk that there are no easy games in the Premier League, but if you're needing points to stay up, that may be the sort of thing you want to see to end the season.
There are no easy games in the Premier League, but by Premier League standards, this is an easy run, and let's just cut the crap. Let's be honest, it's what you want if you're going to be in a position where you need to pick up points. The concern, I guess, is when you get into this last month, you want to play teams that are on the beach. This is the biggest thing, and it always takes my mind back maybe to the Huddersfield game that Town had, where yes, there was the 0.00001% chance that they could win 16-0 and stay up, but they had nothing left to play for. The season was done. So yeah, these are probably going to be teams battling towards the lower end, but they could also be teams that really have to pick up the points themselves and really need to scrap and fight. Everton, if they get any more points deductions or whatever, I think they're in the process of having that takeover now, but they still could easily be in that kind of relegation picture. Brentford, same thing. I know that they've managed to largely stay out of it, but who knows if players like Ivan Toney move on, manager's been linked with moves away. Leicester are, I think, the bookies' favourites to be relegated. So
yeah, again,
that will be an interesting one, an interesting game with everything that's hanging over them. And then West Ham, you'd probably imagine will that season be done on the final day, so that helps. So yeah, an interesting kind of split there, and it depends if you're glass half full or half empty. And it's if it's a case of looking at the thanks Ross, if it's a case of looking at it as easier games as lower ranked teams, and it's perfect, but it could really be a final kind of month of nail-biting fixtures for everyone involved, where there's just going to be so much on the line.